I have seams marked, and I would like to apply these seams to other versions of the same item. I'll go ahead and I'll select a few of these items as an example. And what I can do is I can go ahead and I can use a data properties modifier. So if I go to my modifiers tab, I can add a modifier, and under edit, there's a data transfer modifier. There's quite a few options here. In this particular case, I'm going to look under edge data. I'm going to select UV seam, and I need a source object, and that was scroll 11. So we'll go ahead and find that. And if I want to apply it to multiple objects, I should be able to just do a Control L and copy the modifiers. So that'll copy it to all these items that I have selected. And if I go ahead and apply the modifier on each of the items in question, and then tab back into edit mode, we will see that it copied the seams. However, there seems to be a problem. It didn't copy the seams cleanly. So there seems to be some type of a conflict. So let's take a look at this again. And let's try this in a different scenario. I've got a copy of the original scroll that is exactly like the scroll I'm copying, minus the seams. So let's go ahead and add a modifier to this item. Edit data transfer, scroll 11, selecting my edge data, copying the UV seams, and we'll go ahead and apply it. And now if we take a look, everything copied exactly the same. So we know that it works when the item that you're copying it to is overlapping exactly the same, or at least nearly exactly the same. The question is, how do we deal with this when the items are similar but not necessarily overlapping? So let's try this again. This time on these items, adding our data transfer modifier. And instead of using nearest edge, I'm going to try topology. Let's Control L to copy that modifier. And then, of course, let's make sure we use our source object, scroll 11. And let's try applying the modifiers and see what happens. Apply each of those items. I copied the modifiers before selecting the scroll. Minor mistake. It happens. But let's just go ahead and finish applying these. And then let's take a look and see if these items copied the edge seam data that I had in scroll 11. So there we go. We've used the data transfer modifier to copy seams from one item to another. And it is worth noting that these items do have to be very similar. I have vertices that are the same, edges that are the same, everything is the same in each item. And even when I did repair work, I did it in the same way on each item. But assuming that the items are put together in almost the exact same way, even if there's variations in their shape, this should work.